Diana, her true story in her own words, isn't just a biography. It's a deeply personal and revealing account of one of the most iconic figures of the 20th century. This book, written by Andrew Morton, offers an unprecedented look into the life of Princess Diana, capturing her voice and her perspective in a way that no other biography has done before. It's a close-up look at the life of a really interesting person from the 1900s. The book delves into the intricate details of Diana's life, from her early years to her rise as a beloved public figure. It paints a vivid picture of the era she lived in, providing context to her experiences and the challenges she faced. Princess Diana was more than just a princess. She was a symbol of grace, compassion, and resilience. Her life story is a testament to her strength and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Through this book, we get to see the many facets of her personality and the roles she played in her lifetime. She was a mom, a helper, and a famous person who touched many lives. Diana's dedication to her children, her charitable work, and her public engagements are all highlighted in this book. It shows how she balanced her duties as a mother with her responsibilities as a public figure, and how she used her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart. This book looks closely at Diana's life, using her own words to tell her story. The inclusion of her personal thoughts and reflections adds a layer of authenticity and intimacy to the narrative. Readers are given a rare glimpse into her inner world, her hopes, her fears, and her dreams. We hear Diana's thoughts and feelings. Her candid revelations about her struggles, her triumphs, and her innermost emotions make this book a compelling read. It's not just a recounting of events, but a journey through her emotional landscape. We see the world how she saw it, the good times and the bad times. The book captures the highs and lows of her life, from her fairy tale wedding to the challenges she faced in her marriage and her role in the royal family. It provides a balanced view of her life, showing both her moments of joy and her periods of struggle. The book shows how strong Diana was. Despite the many obstacles she faced, she remained a figure of strength and determination. Her ability to rise above adversity and continue to fight for what she believed in is a central theme of the book. It shows her struggles with a sad marriage, lots of attention from reporters, and her own tough times. The relentless media scrutiny and the pressures of her public life are depicted in stark detail. The book doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of her life, providing a comprehensive view of the challenges she faced. But it also shows her kind heart, how she cared for others, and how she wanted to make the world better. Diana's humanitarian efforts and her genuine compassion for others are celebrated in this book. It highlights her work with various charities and her commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Diana, Her True Story, is a great book for anyone who wants to understand the real Diana. It's an essential read for those who want to go beyond the public persona and get to know the woman behind the headlines. The book offers a nuanced and empathetic portrayal of Diana, making it a valuable resource for fans and historians alike. It's a story of love, sadness, and how strong people can be. Diana's life story is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. It's a tale of love, loss, and the enduring strength that comes from facing life's challenges head-on. This book is not just about Diana, it's about the universal themes of courage, compassion, and the quest for personal fulfillment. Diana Spencer's early life had both good and hard times. Born on July 1st, 1961 in Norfolk, England, she was the fourth of 5 children. Her family was part of the British aristocracy, which meant she grew up in a world of privilege and tradition. However, this did not shield her from the emotional challenges that would shape her character. Born into a rich family, she lived at Park House, a big fancy home near Sandringham. The house was part of the royal estate, and it was a place where Diana spent much of her childhood. The sprawling grounds and beautiful gardens provided a picturesque backdrop for her early years. She loved to dance, swim, and play with animals. Diana was particularly fond of ballet and dreamed of becoming a professional dancer. Her love for animals was evident in the way she cared for the family pets and the wildlife around the estate. These activities brought her joy and a sense of normalcy amidst the complexities of her family life. But her family had problems. Her parents divorced when she was 6, and that made her sad. The separation was a significant event in her life, leaving a lasting impact on her emotional well-being. Diana often felt caught in the middle of her parents' disputes, which added to her sense of insecurity and sadness. This early experience with sadness changed how she saw life and relationships. It made her more empathetic and understanding of others' pain. Diana's ability to connect with people on an emotional level became one of her most defining traits. She learned to find strength in vulnerability, a lesson that would guide her throughout her life. Even with the problems at home, Diana was kind and caring. She often went out of her way to help those in need, whether it was a friend or a stranger. Her compassionate nature was evident from a young age, and it only grew stronger as she got older. Diana's kindness was a beacon of light in her sometimes tumultuous world. She worked at a nursery school, and she loved taking care of kids. This job was more than just a way to pass the time. It was a reflection of her nurturing spirit. Diana found great joy in the innocence and honesty of children. Her time at the nursery school was a testament to her dedication to making a positive impact on young lives. This showed how much she loved being a mum later on. Diana's experiences at the nursery school prepared her for motherhood, where she would pour her heart and soul into raising her own children. Her maternal instincts were strong, and she was determined to provide a loving and supportive environment for her kids. Diana's childhood, with its happy and sad times, helped her become a kind and strong woman. The challenges she faced taught her resilience and compassion. She learned to navigate the complexities of life with grace and dignity, qualities that would define her legacy. It made her love her family and want to help others. Diana's early experiences instilled in her a deep sense of empathy and a desire to make a difference in the world. Her commitment to her family and her charitable work were a testament to the strength and kindness that defined her life. Everyone watched as Lady Diana Spencer became a princess. The world was captivated by her grace and beauty, and her story seemed to come straight out of a fairy tale book. From the moment she stepped into the public eye, Diana's charm and elegance were undeniable. Her wedding to Prince Charles on July 29, 1981, was like a fairy tale. The grand ceremony at St. Paul's Cathedral was watched by millions around the globe. It was a day filled with joy, hope, and the promise of a new beginning for the British monarchy. Diana, in her beautiful white dress, became a symbol of hope. Her gown, with its intricate lace and dramatic train, captured the imagination of people everywhere. It wasn't just a dress, it was a statement of elegance and purity, embodying the dreams of many young women. People everywhere loved Diana's kindness and charm. She had an innate ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Whether she was meeting dignitaries or chatting with children, her warmth and genuine interest in others shone through. She was good at talking to people, making them feel comfortable. Diana's empathetic nature made her approachable and beloved. She listened intently, making each person she spoke to feel valued and understood. She was kind to everyone, and people loved her for it. Her acts of kindness were not just for show, they were genuine expressions of her caring heart. Diana's compassion extended to everyone she met, regardless of their status or background. As Princess of Wales, Diana worked hard. She took her royal duties seriously, attending numerous events and engagements. Her dedication to her role was evident in everything she did. From her public appearances to her charitable work, she used her new position to help people, especially those who needed it most. Diana championed various causes, using her influence to bring attention to issues that were often overlooked. Her efforts in charity work set a new standard for the royal family. Her work with people who had HIV/AIDS helped change how people thought about the illness. At a time when there was much fear and stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS, Diana's willingness to engage with patients and raise awareness was groundbreaking. She helped humanize the issue and brought much-needed compassion to those affected. The world had a new princess, one who was like a fairy tale princess, but also modern. Diana was famous everywhere. Her influence extended beyond the UK, making her a global icon. She was not just a royal figure, she was a symbol of hope, compassion, and modernity. Everything she did and said was important to people. Her words carried weight, and her actions inspired many. Diana's legacy continues to live on, reminding us of the power of kindness and the impact one person can have on the world. Diana and Charles's marriage started to have problems. They weren't very alike, and Charles loved someone else. Being in the royal family and always being in the news made things worse. Diana said her marriage felt crowded because Charles still loved another woman. This made her very sad and lonely. Even though she was sad, Diana still did her royal duties, but in private she was hurting because her marriage wasn't happy and royal life was hard. Diana and Charles's marriage problems were all over the news. It showed that even people who seem to have perfect lives can have sad and difficult times. Diana had many hard times in her life. These challenges made her who she was. Even though people thought she had a perfect life, it was often very difficult. Let's learn about the real Diana. Behind the news stories and pictures, there's a deeper story. It's a story about strength, bravery, and never giving up. Princess Diana changed the world. Her kindness, charm, and work helping others still inspire people today. Diana's legacy lives on, not just in the memories of those who knew her, but in all the people she helped. Her work continues today, helping people with AIDS and getting rid of landmines. Diana's story shows how powerful kindness can be and how much one person can change the world. Diana wasn't just a princess. She was a loving mum to William and Harry. She tried to give them a normal life, even though they were royal. Diana loved her sons very much. She took care of them and tried to protect them from the news reporters. She wanted them to be happy, and you can see her influence in the kind and down-to-earth men they are today. Diana's impact on the world is still felt today. Her work to help people with HIV/AIDS, people without homes, and people with mental health problems made a big difference. Diana helped people understand these problems, and she encouraged people to talk about them. Groups continue her work today. Diana's kindness and bravery have inspired many people to help others and make the world better. Princess Diana was more than just a royal. She was a symbol of hope and kindness. Her work continues to make a difference around the world. Diana's story reminds us how important it is to be kind and help others. When we think about her life, we remember the importance of caring, loving, and how strong people can be. Do grab a copy of the book and let us know your thoughts, and like and subscribe to my channel for more literary pieces that matter.